Welcome to Everyday English Podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to the Everyday English Podcast. I'm Anna.
I'm Mark. It's so good to be with you today. How are you all feeling? Ready to learn some super useful English?
I hope so, because today we're talking about a very special grammar topic. It's a little star of English tenses, and sometimes, for learners, it can feel a little tricky.
Anna's being very kind. She means it can be confusing. But don't worry. We promise to make it simple, clear, and friendly.
Exactly. So what is this superstar tense? Today we're going to explore how to use present perfect in English.
Oh, the present perfect. I can hear some of you taking a deep breath right now. But really, it's your friend. It's a fantastic tense that helps you connect the past to the now.
And that's why today's topic matters so much. We use the present perfect all the time in everyday conversations. When you meet a friend, when you talk about your life, when you share news. It's not just for textbooks.
So, if you want to sound more natural and talk about your experiences, you're in the right place. Let's start at the very beginning. Anna, how do we make the present perfect?
Good question, Mark. The structure is simple. We use the verb have or has, that's our helper verb, and then we add the past participle of the main verb.
Right. For example, I have eaten, or she has finished her work. Now, the past participle for regular verbs is easy. It's just verb plus ed, like worked, played, watched.
But, of course, English has some very famous irregular verbs, like eat becomes eaten, see becomes seen, go becomes gone. We'll put a list of common ones on our website for you.
But for now, let's not worry too much about the list. Let's focus on when and why we use this tense. That's the magic key. The first big use is for life experiences.
Yes, we use present perfect to talk about things we have done in our life at any time up until now. The exact time is not important. What's important is the experience itself.
For example, I can say, I have been to France. I'm not saying when I went. Maybe it was 2010, maybe last year. I'm just telling you that in my life, this is an experience I have.
Let's give our listeners a little sample conversation. Imagine two friends, Leo and Maya, meeting for coffee.
Hey, Maya, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. You know, I'm really excited. I have finally booked a trip to Japan.
Wow, that's amazing. I've always wanted to go to Japan. Have you been to Asia before?
No, I haven't. This is my first time. Have you visited many countries in Asia?
Yes, I have. I've been to Thailand and Vietnam. They were beautiful.
Did you hear it? So many present perfect sentences. I have booked, I have always wanted, have you been, I haven't, have you visited, I've been.
Perfect examples. And notice the short form, I've been, instead of I have been. We use that a lot when speaking. Now, the second big situation is for recent actions with a result now.
This is when something happened very recently, maybe a few minutes ago. And it's important for the present moment. For example, if your hands are wet, you can say, I have just washed my hands.
Or if you can't find your phone, you might say, oh no, I've lost my phone. The action happened in the recent past, but the important thing is the situation now. You don't have your phone.
Let's imagine another short scene. A brother and sister are in the kitchen. Hi, I'm home. Is dinner ready?
Almost. I've just finished cooking the pasta. Can you set the table?
Sure. Oh, Mark, we've run out of clean plates.
Again? Okay, I'll wash some quickly. So, I've just finished cooking. Very recent, and now the pasta is ready. We've run out of plates. Recently happened, and now we have a problem.
Exactly. Now, the third important use is with the words for and since to talk about actions that started in the past and continue to now.
This one is so useful. Use for with a period of time, for 2 days, for 5 years, for a long time. Use since with a specific starting point. Since Monday, since 2020, since I was a child.
For example, I have lived in this city for 10 years. That means I started living here 10 years ago, and I still live here now.
Or, she's been my friend since university. We met at university and we are still friends today.
Let's do a quick example. Two neighbors chatting.
Lovely day, isn't it?
It is. I love this weather. You know, I've had this garden for about 3 years now.
Really, it looks wonderful. I've known how to grow vegetables since I was a boy. My grandfather taught me.
Beautiful. So we have 3 key uses. 1, life experiences. 2, recent past with present result. And 3, actions continuing from past to now. Now, before we practice more, let's talk about some tips and common mistakes. Mark, what's a big tip for knowing when to use present perfect?
Great question. A very simple tip is this. If you think about now, use present perfect. If you think about then, use past simple.
Can you explain that?
Sure. Then is a finished time in the past. Yesterday, last week, in 2015, when I was a child. If you say the time, you must use past simple. For example, I went to France in 2015, not I have gone.
Right. The present perfect is a present tense. It's always connected to now, so you cannot use it with finished time words like yesterday, last night, last year, ago.
That is probably the most common mistake. So remember, no specific past time with present perfect. Don't say, I have seen him yesterday. Say, I saw him yesterday, or I have seen him.
Another tip, we often use words like ever and never with the life experience use. Have you ever tried sushi? No, I have never tried it.
And for the recent action use, we use just, already, and yet. Just for very recent, already for something that happens sooner than expected, and yet for things that haven't happened but we think they will. We use yet in questions and negatives.
Let's hear those in action.
I've just woken up.
Don't make me a sandwich. I've already eaten.
Has the mail arrived yet?
No, it hasn't arrived yet.
Fantastic. Now let's have a practice and recap section. We'll say some common, useful sentences using present perfect. Repeat after us if you can. We'll leave nice, big pauses for you.
Number 1, for life experiences. I have been to that restaurant. It's good.
Have you ever lost your keys?
She has never ridden a horse.
Now for recent actions. I've just heard the news. Congratulations.
He has already left the office.
We haven't finished the report yet.
And with for and since. They have been married for 25 years.
I have worked here since January.
Wonderful. You are doing so well. Remember, the more you listen to these sentences, the more natural they will sound. Try making your own sentences about your life. And that brings us to our closing section. Mark and I want to thank you so much for joining us today. Learning grammar takes time and patience.
You are doing something amazing by learning a new language. Be proud of yourself every single day.
If you enjoyed this episode, please help our podcast grow. You can subscribe to the Everyday English Podcast.
Give us a thumbs up, hit that like button, and leave a comment below. Tell us what is something you have never done but want to try. We love reading your comments.
You can also follow us on social media for extra tips and little lessons every day.
Keep practicing your English every day.